Hi, I'm Blue Jay. Welcome. Let's tap in with our ancestors. Find out what our message is for today. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. You know, when I see in this picture, like instantaneously, I see her taking a shower. Like just rinsing off the BS. Which is really weird. What is that about? That's what I see. She's like getting off the dirt and the grime. Knights and Masters, what are you saying to us today? The Three of Pentacles. Judgment. And I'm getting an interesting message. It's you guys. Four of Swords. Okay. It's too legit. I get it. The Devil. I knew it. Oh my gosh. You know what I get? There's a dark hidden truth about yourself. I'm going to stick this card in here too because that's really what it is. I see a love triangle, polyamory. I see a relationship between all of these people. And I see someone is finally accepting who they really, really are. This is shadow work at its finest. You're healing the fact that your heart's been broken a long time. Because with this situation here, I see this man, and this, I'm going to speak because of how the card is portrayed. This is not energetically speaking perfection of an example here. I don't even know how to describe that properly. Because it's basically saying, don't worry about sex. It's saying he needs both of these women to make it work. But knowing that about himself hurts. And it's harsh. But accepting that about himself is liberating his soul. So one of the things that people don't realize during shadow work isn't becoming perfection, it's acceptance. It's accepting the ugly that is. Right? And knowing who you really, really are, and knowing that it is in all honesty, you see how in this card he's got strings? This is how you're made chemically. This is how you function. This is who you are. And even though there's a beauty in it, there's a darkness in it. And accepting that and understanding that you function, you're not into polyamory or into open relationships because you're like, yeah, that's cool. It's because you cannot be satisfied chemically with one person. You need a variety in order to love properly, to actually feel the love properly. And the reason that you're like that is probably based on a childhood trauma. And you can sit there and be like, oh, well, I can go to therapy and I can fix this. You're going to realize it. You're going to realize it. And I guarantee you, the level of trauma that you've been through, this has caused issues in your past where there's might have been cheating or there's been divorces and you leave someone and you're like, but I want them, but I can't have them because I can't keep my pants on. This is talking about showing the world who you really, really are and embracing who you are. Remember I said just taking a shower and getting all the grime off. You feel really guilty about who you really are and your true nature. And, you know, we're always perfect. You know, we don't realize that how we love, it's, you know what it reminds me of? This is the best way I can describe it to people. You know how they have imprinting with like ducks and birds and stuff? Like the first bird that a baby sees, that it like clings to it and that's its mom. It's called imprinting. We do something very similar in our love languages and how we learn how to love. And whatever that was in our upbringing, it will reverberate through the rest of our lives and the rest of our relationships. And you can curtail it, you can change it, but the first time you got that hit of love, that chemical reaction of love, you're always going to associate that chemical reaction with love. And so you are who you are. Let's continue. We're already like 5 minutes in, and I've barely pulled any card. Guides and Masters, what else? Confidence is the key to your success. Be who you're supposed to be. New moon in Leo. This is a new realization about who you really are and how you function. Now, it's not that you didn't know. I think it's that you didn't want to accept it about yourself, and that's the healing piece, because you realize that the devil's got you by the cojones. And that's how you feel because society has taught you to be a certain way. And you just need to wash that. The King of Pentacles. Interesting. The Devil again. Oh, jeez. You know, the funny thing is, the King of Pentacles to me is the devil wannabe card. Like, legit. The Three of Cups. Whoa. Bottom up, the Nine of Pentacles. And, you know, this is just a reiteration. This is the core of how you are. I want to make sure this card isn't dirty, because some of these cards are really, really dirty. This is, you see how most King of Pentacles aren't moving in most decks. This one is moving. He's moving very slow. And he's planting his seeds. And just look at him. This is who he is. This is who he is. And I'm going to kind of cover up some of this. But look at the similarities in these two cards. Do you see how the wings? This is who you are. This is your shadow work that you got to deal with. If you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with. That's who you are. You probably have had narcissism. You probably dealt with a lot of neglect as a child, and you had to find love in dark, mysterious places. And that might sound bad, but it is what it is. You got to see the beauty in it, and you got to embrace it, and you got to know who you are and what you're made of, and see that there are no mistakes. You are who you are. Live out this expression. One of the things that I really try to tell people is all energy wants to survive, just like any other living thing. And we come down here to experience and to thrive and to live out energetic strands. You know, you have them through your family, and there's certain things that through the ages that we will experience is because it's an energetic generational flow. And this is very prominent right now due to a collective trauma, but it's also an energy frequency. Remember, God is a researcher. He wants things to grow and expand and change. He's scientific. So that's why there's so many different people. That's why there's so many different cultures. That's why there's so many different experiences, because he loves and wants all things. And there's nothing wrong with this. It's all about how you show respect and you communicate and you bring balance into the situation. Obviously, if you're going to be poly and you're cheating on everybody on God's green earth, then you're hurting people. If you're not hurting people, then you're okay. But don't hurt yourself to please other people. What's the last thing? We got a couple. What's our advice? Obviously, it's time to heal and accept. This is what this is. Heal and accept. Boom! The Strength card. Leo again. Accept the beast within and know that it's beautiful. That's it. That's it. This reminds me of Phantom of the Opera for some reason. I don't know why, but it's the guy in the mask. That's what's reminding me of. Baby, you're beautiful. Have a good one.